We're back with the Flow 8 mixer from Behringer and a really good question from Doug Gray on YouTube. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss another episode. Like, comment, and share this video so we can make more of them, and thanks to these folks for making DC Sound Up possible. Join us at the links below. Doug asks, can you describe what's the deal with the 4 1/4-inch TRS input jacks and how they work in stereo and as mono instrument inputs, please? He assumes that they would be stereo when there's a source connected to both and mono when only one of the channels is connected. Let's find out. We've got the flow here, and you can see the channels 5, 6, and 7, 8 are controlled by the 2 right-hand faders. I've set up the wing with 2 outputs. On one of those outputs is pink noise, on the other is tone, and we're patching out discretely outputs 1 and 2, sending that over to the flow, and then using 1/4-inch TRS to connect. So you can see here we have pink noise into channel 5, which is then routed to the left main output. And when I bring up the send to channel 6, you see the tone doing the same, but on the right main output. So we have both discretely routed as expected. Now we can unplug channel 6, and you see that pink noise on channel 5 is now routed equally to the left and right outputs. We can jump over to the app and use the balance control here like a pan control to route this mono signal to either the left or right main outputs now. This is a pretty typical configuration. You can see it works the same if we only plug into channel 6 and unplug from channel 5. The tone this time is sent to both left and right main outputs. And if we move over to channel 7 and 8, you can see that they work exactly the same way. There were a few other questions about the 1/4-inch input specifically, including one from Zachary Gallion, which I'll pull up here. Zachary asks, I really want to know more about the 4 1/4-inch inputs 5, 6, 7, and 8. I understand from the quick start guide that 5 left and 7 left are line level inputs, and 6 right and 8 right are high Z inputs. Now Zachary went and found the specs and then answered his own question before I had a chance to in the comments, and I wanted to thank him for posting the answer and those specs below his original comment for everybody else to see. So the specs here tell us that all of the 1/4-inch inputs are indeed balanced tip ring sleeve, and that the right channels of each pair of those, channel 6 and 8, are high impedance at 1 megaohm for unbalanced connections. This higher impedance allows you to connect sources with higher output impedances. So high Z microphones, passive guitar pickups, those are both some common examples. It is important to remember that you still need to be aware of potential noise that you might pick up using unbalanced cabling in longer cable runs. And of course, there is endless debate online. You can go and search all over for different types of direct boxes and how those compare directly now to using the high Z inputs that you see more commonly on a lot of interfaces these days. I think it's really nice to have the high Z option on board, and especially if you're working quickly on the desktop or if you're packing light and looking for something to travel with easily. It's a nice option to have. You can always go those other routes as well in the future if you wanted to. So stay tuned for an upcoming video about the flow and some of the firmware updates that have been happening since my last video. We're going to cover all of that in one video that I've been working on, and hopefully that will help show off some of the features if you haven't had a chance to check out the flow yet yourself. Thanks to everybody who watches the videos and leaves questions and comments down below. I'm going to try to do more of these types of videos where we just take a quick look at an individual question and turn it into a short video in the future. So thanks. All the links are down below. Jump over to dcsoundup.com to find out how you can support the channel directly through Patreon, PayPal. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.